Hey everybody, it's Casual Boops coming at you with another video, and today we're going to be covering the arcade cabinet. It's one of these little mini game things, short little events that Wargaming has put on over the past few years. This is another one of those. Normally I don't cover these because they're here for such a short time. They're here and then they're gone, and by the time I get a video out, it's half gone. But I felt compelled to make a video about this because this is the most fun I have ever had in World of Tanks ever. So my understanding is that the guy on Discord, Shouts at Whales, is the one responsible for this. Kudos to you, buddy. I hope that you find $100 at the sidewalk. This is amazing. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you go to World of Tanks website, there's an article about it that you can read a bunch of stuff. The gist of it is there are no stats for any of this. It's tier 10 only and tier 8 only, right? So it's single tier, right? It's all tier 10s or all tier 8s. So you can make money at this, right? Play your premiums and just, you know, do the things, and you make a bunch of credits. And they're going to be doing this 3 different times, right? So the first, and there are 3 different sets of things, right? And we'll go over the other ones later. Element of Surprise and Tranquility are coming later. But the point is, for this weekend, which is the 15th through the 17th for NA server, the name of this launch is called Railgun. And it is aptly named, I think. And so this is the stuff, the modifiers for, it's the regular game with some changes. And what are the changes? You can read these things and yada, yada, yada. The gist of it is the proxy spotting distance in the game is normally 50 meters. So if you are within 50 meters of another tank, it doesn't matter if they're on the other side of a hill from you, you are spotted, they are spotted. In this game mode, that number is 445 meters. So if you are within the distance that you could maybe spot something, whatever, you are spotted and they are spotted. Doesn't matter if they're on the other side of a hill, it doesn't matter. So the gist of it is here, you are almost always spotted. Everybody's almost always spotted. It's hard to not be spotted in this game. Also, the engine power of every tank is increased by 100%. It's double the engine power. Woo! And then all the rest of this is basically that your gun is the most accurate thing. It's like a Leopard 1 gun on everything. The gun, it just stays aimed in all the time. The reticle is tiny. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's, okay, so, so you might be asking yourself, all right, so what does this mean? How can I capitalize on this? What this will do for you is, the tanks that this most affects or has most of an effect, everything's gonna be better now because of this, right? But because it's not really worthwhile playing light tanks because there's no spotting, right? There's no camo. You could sit in a bush and you'll instantly still be spotted as soon as someone just becomes within 445 meters of you. Doesn't matter how good their view range is. So view range doesn't matter anymore. Artillery is very hard to play now because although you have a laser pointer of a gun, I tried to play arty once and I was 3 for 3 for AP round penetrations because I can put it right on an engine deck. However, I was spotted the whole time and I very quickly died. So you can't really play artillery, which is fine. You can't really play light tanks because they're not really useful. And then the other thing is tanks that already have a very accurate gun don't really gain anything from this game mode, right? Like I wouldn't really play a Leopard 1 because the Leopard 1 is strong because of its great gun. Well, now in this game, everything has a great gun. So you're not really gaining things. So with the things that are really, really good for this game mode are things that have a very derpy gun or are very, very slow normally, right? So shit barns, Death Stars, those things have very derpy guns. Now they have laser pointers. Have fun. 60 TPs, E100s with big guns, just everything that normally has a very derpy gun all of a sudden can click. And I've played a lot of 268 version 5, the TD that's like a heavy tank thing, because again, it's everything that's slow also gets faster, right? Your top speed is not increased, but your engine power is substantially increased. So like a 268 V5 is really slow. Well, now it's not anymore. And it's got a really derpy gun, except now it doesn't. It just blows your mind. So this is a fantastic, fun thing. Go out there and have a good time. There's no stats associated with this. So is it broken? Absolutely. Is it balanced? Not in any way. but it is so fun, so fun. And there's a bunch of missions you can do. If you do the tier 10s, you get a bunch of bonds, and if you do tier 8s, you just make a bunch of money. So why this is great for tier 8s, especially if you can make a bunch of credits, because now you don't need to shoot premium rounds, because you're not seeing tier 9s and 10s. You're not having to deal with RNG on the accuracy. The shots will go right where you aim. So shoot your standard rounds at tier 8 tanks and pen every time, because it'll hit exactly where you aim. So tanks that are tier 8s that are like kind of slow or have derpy guns, like the WZ, the Chinese tank destroyer premium is a fantastic, because the only thing balancing that tank at all is the fact that the gun's really derpy, right? In every way, that tank is stupid, except for the fact that it has a derpy gun. Well, now it doesn't anymore. So there's a good example. That tank is broken. The Lanson, fantastic tank already. And now it has even more engine power. So I bet that thing is just ridiculous. I haven't even played it yet, but I'm going to as soon as we're done with this video. And the gun is a little bit on the derpy side, but again, now it's a laser pointer. So just, oh my God, my mind is blown. A Defender, normally they're kind of slow and they kind of have a really derpy gun. Well, now it's twice as fast and it has a gun that hits whatever you aim at. So like, go out there and play whatever you want. This is just the stupidest, most fun thing ever. So yes, I hope this little thing comes back into the game at some point, like makes a regular rotation, kind of like Frontline, because this is absurd and it is amazing. It's amazing to not have to deal with the RNG on aiming, right? You don't have to like, oh, I wonder where in the circle it's gonna go. How long do I have to wait for this circle to come down? No, you point, you click, it goes. It's amazing. Yeah, that's kind of the short gist of it. Let's get into the game. I've got some games to show you guys just to demonstrate how dumb it is. Let's get into it. Okay, so before we start here, we're going to be in the countdown, and you see in the chat there I said 705A speed build, because I have taken off on all the tanks that I played in this game. I took off everything to do with vertical stabilizers, improved aiming, all of that stuff. Optics is gone. Now I've got improved hardening, I've got rammers, I've got turbos, because that raises your top speed. I've got grousers, I got all these things. It's all about maximizing the speed, and look at this thing go. I am going faster than ST2s. Look at this, is the fastest 705A on the planet. And I've got hardening because I want to take the hits. Yes, so like on a 60 TP, for example, it was hardening, rammer, and a turbo, I think, because I want the increased top speed, because then with the added double the engine power, I'm already going to be fast, but the top speed's going to be what holds you down. And you'll notice these guys in the middle are trying to go to places where you need camo to survive. This super conk is trying to go where camo keeps you alive, and that's not what this game mode is. If you are going somewhere where normally like you need camouflage to stay alive, you are instantly going to be proxy spotted. So as soon as you see on the minimap there, the red circle means I'm render distance, and the yellow circle is max spotting distance, right? 445. And you'll notice just as soon as that E5 got within that brown ring, I became spotted because he proxy spotted me. It doesn't matter that he was on the other side of a hill. It doesn't matter. So but you notice how like I don't even have any aiming mods, and oh my God, these shots are just ridiculous. This is like so stupid. I don't have any vertical stabilizer or anything, and I'm focusing on making this mobility as good as it can possibly be, because the DPM, right, the reload doesn't get any faster. I know this Foch has to go somewhere. He can't stay behind the rock. So there you go. Take two, buddy. And now I'm like, okay, there's an E3 that I've just proxy spotted from that far away, and this E5 is they're holding up this flank, and I don't want that to happen. So I am gonna side scrape and try to reload and yada yada yada. And I'm loaded now, and then this E5 pulls back around the corner. I don't want to stall this push. We are pushing, and we're pushing hard. And there's an E3 right there, but I don't care. I have 2,700 hit points, and I'm fast. I'm like as fast as a medium tank. So I'm just gonna shoot this guy and push all the way through. And what I was trying to do here was get in a place where I could get underneath the gun of the E3 and still tag the E5. And unfortunately, artillery is aware of my existence. And I didn't really do a very good job of that, because you'll see here, I do manage to take a hit, and then I tag the lower plate, and I realize that the E3 can still see me. So, oops. All right, we take 800. It's fine. Again, like, this game is so ridiculous, but there's no stats. If you, what do you run out and you learn how to play in this weird game mode and you die? Doesn't matter. Go ready up a gun again and play another game. It's just, it doesn't matter. There's no stats. No one will know if you are awful or if you are a god at this game. There's no way to tell. So just go out there and have a good time. And you're gonna die a bunch. You're gonna get insta-gibbed. You're gonna get ganked like that super conk. And by the way, I spotted the artillery, even though I was down in this gully, again, because proxy spotting. If you are within that physical distance, stopping and aiming is overrated, then you are spotting things. And so that's, and I realize now this already has engine power too, and they're already fast, those Frenchies. So he's trying to bail. He's trying to run away and see if he can get a reload in to get another mag out. So I'm going to try to short circuit this whole thing. I don't want to go up over the hill. I want to go around the hill so I can shoot this guy as quick as I can. And look at this. I'm catching, I mean, I'm not catching up, but I'm like heading him off at the pass, you know, like he can't get away because I am fast enough. And so this is like 705A with the turbo and the grousers and the rammer. And that's this. This is just the stupidest thing. I have circumvented the map. I went up to the A2 area, and now I came back down around the base, and then I came back around to RAP. I am basically doing what an M48 Patton would do as far as speed and mobility is concerned, except I'm in this fucking thing. Oh my god, it's just absurd. It's just absurd. And so now it's, yeah, we definitely won the game. 4,000 damage, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed, the damage kind of just stacks up. You don't even really have to be paying it. I mean, you just click. You just click. Look here. All right, there's a thing, and I think I paused for a second just to make sure the shot went where I wanted it. But I could have shot that on the move. Could have shot him on the move, and it doesn't matter. The IS-7 is gonna just Rochambeau with the Type 5. I've heard the Type 5 is decent in this game mode, and I can't corroborate that. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and track this 705A and try to get a bunch of spotting or a bunch of tracking damage, and that's it. Like, I just got, you know, 4,600 damage, and we'll see if we can maybe get another kill on this IS-7. Maybe I can boop him. But no, the Type 5, because the engine power buffs, the Type 5 booped him for his remaining hit points, the ram kill. All right, and we're going to jump right into the next one, too. So this is in the Object 268 version 5, which is it's like a support heavy tank. It's a tank destroyer. But it's like a support heavy tank, and it's normally very slow, and it's normally got a very derpy gun. So what I did in this game, because of this game mode, I switched out all of that stuff. I've got a rammer, I've got grousers, I've got a turbo, and that's it. And because of that, my top speed is raised, and my engine power is buffed by all those other modifiers and by the turbo. And so now I'm doing like 50. Now all of a sudden the tank is as fast as a 277, which is absurd, and it hits for 750. So notice this 5A is spotted because somebody else is proxy spotting him, like the E100 or whatever. But I have not been spotted because everything that, like, there has been no enemy tank that's come but within the brown circle of me, right? So this is very interesting. If I flubbed the shot here, that's okay. Just ignore that happened. But notice I'm trying to keep the enemy so that they're in proxy distance so I can see them, or so they're in render distance so I can see them, but I don't want them to be within the brown circle so that they can't see me, because I have not been spotted yet. But look at that. Laser pointer of a gun gets to sail a shot across the map at 500 meters into the engine deck of a Kronvang. This is dumb. This is dumb, but these guys are just running up there, and I'm going to move forward a little bit so that I can make sure that they're in render, and there he is. Laser pointer. And I hit him for 695, and I set him on fire. Balance. And now again, there's nothing that's been in the brown circle. I still have not been spotted this entire game. So we're going to move forward very carefully. I don't want the E3 to see me. You see him over there on the far side of the map. He's outside the brown circle, so he can't see me. But I am within render of these guys up on the hill, so I can just put my laser pointer out there, and boop. Okay, VZ55 now is down. So I don't know if you've been paying attention. We're already up to 2,300 damage, and there's a new customer coming in this way, and everybody sees him. He's spotted, right? Because he's so very close. He's proxy spotted, and I know I'm trying to back up, but he's gonna get within proxy distance of me. And so right now I know that I am spotted, right? He ran in the brown circle, so I'm spotted and he's spotted, and I think he's just gonna run in and try to die. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna get another shot off, but oh my god, I could just bring the pain. You just bring the pain. And there's an E3, and he definitely spots me, or he sees me there, but I put a lower plate shot in, and so does he, right? That's fair. Good trades. But like, I was able to laser pointer a lower plate shot into the E3 from that far away with almost no aiming. And here we go. Another customer. 679 from downtown. That was outside of render distance. That guy didn't, I mean, he did see me because I was spotted from the E3, but like, this is what I'm talking about. This is just stupid. This is like, if you ever got frustrated with the gun not hitting where you were aiming at, this game mode is for you. Artillery is not very prevalent because it's hard to play, because I spotted that bat chat. Now he's dead, and I'm trying to decide, is that Foch gonna be, or is the E3, who to shoot? And the E3 is not paying attention, so I pause for 1 second, even though again that's just more of a force of habit, and put the shots in. So what a game. What a game. All right, so the end plates for that 705A game ended up with 4,600 damage, 2 kills, and 1,500 spotted somehow. Spotting damage is kind of hard to get. I think probably because other people were far enough back that I was spotting like the E3, and other people weren't. And then that gave us a 1,052 base XP. I think this game was smaller. There's not 15 players on each team, right, because of the smaller queues. But we did end up making a little bit of money. We made 46,000 credits because, again, I didn't need to shoot any premium rounds. The shots went just where I asked them to. I didn't miss very much. This game is excellent. I love it. All right, the end plates for the 268v5 game, we had 4,700 damage, 2 kills, and 1,100 spotted again. That ended up giving us 915 base XP. And then once again, we did end up making just a few. We had 50,000 credits, actually. 50,000, yeah. Or 47. We had 6,000 of that from a platoon. So if it was just playing me solo, it would have been 40,000 credits. I didn't have to pay for consumables, so I suppose you would pay for the point is, this is the easiest way you're ever going to make money at tier 10, and I haven't even played tier 8 premiums yet. I'm imagining that it's just insane, because it's like everything you love about credit grinding and frontline, except you just all your shots pen too. Anyways. So that is those are the games. That's the game mode. I hope that you guys enjoy this game. Get out there and play it. Let me know what you think. Do you love it? Do you hate it? I think if you have the chance to play it this weekend, you definitely should. Let me know what you think. And Wargaming, if you're listening, thank you so much. This has been the most fun that I've ever had playing this game. I hope that this kind of modification, like the Railgun mode, I hope the Railgun mode comes back, right? Because I know it's only here for this weekend and you guys are testing stuff. I don't know what for, but like, this has been awesome. And I would love to have this be a thing that's like on a regular rotation, like Frontline and Steel Hunter, or Steel Hunt, Steel Hunter, whatever. I would love for something like this to be on a rotation like that, because this has been a fun little change up. Obviously maybe not all the time, right? If it was up for like a month, it might get a little old, but like, this is great. So anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.